India is now the third largest aviation market in the world in terms of passenger traffic, which includes both India's domestic as well as international traffic. In terms of market share, Indigo, Air India, SpiceJet, and Go Air are the main players in India's aviation industry. But what about the safety and hospitality of those on board and those on ground? Welcome to Wisays. It began with a dream, one man, one aircraft, and a vision to connect a nation to the skies. This is the story of Air India, its rise, its fall, and a tragedy that shook the world in 2025. On October 15, 1932, J.R.D. Tata piloted India's first commercial flight from Karachi to Bombay. It carried mails weighing 25 kgs. What started as Tata Airlines became Air India in 1946, a symbol of luxury, pride, and Indian hospitality. In 1946, the commercial director of the airline, Bobby Kuka, and artist Umesh Rao brought its mascot, the Maharaja. With its iconic Maharaja mascot and global routes, Air India wasn't just an airline, it was India's ambassador to the world. Then came the year 1948. Air India took its first international flight on 8 June 1948. It made stops in Cairo and Geneva on its way from Bombay to London. The Philatelic Bureau produced a first flight Indian stamp to mark this historic occasion. It was to show the world that India had arrived on the clouds. Air India was regarded as one of the top airlines in the world at one point. The degree of luxury travel, top-notch cuisine, and the interior design of the aircraft were so excellent that Singapore Airlines even adopted Air India as a model. Air India was called the Palace in the Sky. In 1953, the government nationalized Air India. For a while, it soared. But over time, inefficiency crept in, bureaucracy replaced innovation, and the skies grew crowded. PM Nehru and J.R.D. Tata were friends, but when airline sector was nationalized, J.R.D. Tata opposed it openly. In 1962, Air India became world's first airline with a full jet engine fleet. In 1967, Air India commissioned Salvador Dali, a well-known artist, to design a unique ashtray for its patrons. The well-known actress Zeenat Aman was then a young model. She appeared in an advertisement of Air India saying, "Long after you leave India, India will still be with you." By the 2000s, Air India was struggling, outpaced by private carriers, burdened by debt, and weighed down by an ill-fated merger with domestic Indian Airlines in 2007. The low-cost airlines started causing a dent into Air India's market share. The airline bled money. 60,000 crore rupees in debt, bailouts became routine, passengers lost faith, and the Maharaja, once regal, looked weary. But in 2021, a twist in the tale. The Tata Group reclaimed its legacy. A new chapter began. With the Tata Group at its helm, Air India began to transform. New aircraft orders, global alliances, a refreshed brand identity. The Maharaja was getting its crown back. Tata Group also acquired Air Asia and Vistara, merging them into Air India. By 2024, optimism returned. The airline was no longer just surviving, it was aiming to lead. Unfortunately, Air India has also been involved in 11 fatal crashes and 1 ground fatality, 2 of which were caused by acts of terrorism. But on June 12, 2025, a major tragedy struck. Air India flight AI-171, a Boeing 787 Dreamliner bound for London, crashed seconds after its takeoff from Ahmedabad. The aircraft collided with the hostel complex of BJ Medical College, killing 241 on board and 39 on ground. Only 1 passenger survived. The nation mourned. Investigations began, and questions resurfaced about safety, oversight, and accountability. The black box was recovered, but the world waited for answers. In the aftermath, Air India grounded its Dreamliner fleet for inspections. The Tata Group pledged 1 crore rupees to each victim's family. The government launched a full inquiry. It was a moment of reckoning, not just for Air India, but for Indian aviation. The main reason of Air India's demise was inept leadership, or we can say the management probably lacked the drive to make the best choices. Air India's downfall stemmed from years of financial mismanagement, operational inefficiencies, and bureaucratic interference that crippled decision making. The ill-fated 2007 merger and chronic safety and service lapses further eroded public trust and profitability. This makes the tale of Air India more about poor management, poor services, and poor decision making. These are evident in both private and nationalized Air India. Air India's story is not just about pride or profit or losses, it's about responsibilities that were not carried. And it's about remembering that every flight carries not just passengers but dreams, memories, and families. So, what do you think? Was this crash due to a human error, technical failure, maintenance issues, or all of these? Let us know in the comment section below. Thank you.